So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Whoa. We have another situation, another little Diddy situation. So Terrence Howard has apparently came out and said that Diddy was trying to smash, bro. He said Diddy was inviting him around, trying to seem friendly, trying to offer his graces, you know, do what Diddy does. In the middle of all of that, he said Diddy was trying to put it down on him, and he said he wasn't going. So let's see, leave a like on the video.
You know, there's a short life in
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far, you know? Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head, you know? But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean by that.
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Interesting, man. There's always a little bit of truth in every bit of crazy is what I'm starting to realize. Like, lose your manhood, you can't get that back. Or once you lose your womanhood, you can't get that back. Like, anyway, never mind. Let's keep going.
That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guy struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that.
I'm saying, like, I know he was around Diddy, but is that just like a fact?
Can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary.
For sure.
You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Like, I totally 100% agree. As a man, we do have duties. As women, they have duties. If he was having this conversation with a man who grew up and when he turned 18, that was the first time he ever had sex. Like, nothing happened to him traumatic as a child. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you tell that person? Like,
hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. Material you want to work on, he's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing. And
because to say that a gay man is no longer a man is crazy to me. Like, I definitely feel like you can be homosexual and still masculine. I've 1,000% believe that. But again, let's keep going.
I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit. Because the man part means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, you know, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still.
Okay, so then how? And this is not an attack on Terrence Howard, but it's like, okay, how serious and devoted to masculinity are you if you're like, well, I'm gonna still go to these guys to get paid? If you know this is the industry where those people run it, why are you still participating in it? Just a question. Anyway,
I have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to, but eventually I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name.
All right, well, I guess that's it for this video. But yeah, again, just my thoughts on the whole situation is like, for all of the people that are homosexual, grew up that way, you know, like I have a best friend, my best friend, his sister has been gay for as long as I've known her. I've known her since I moved to California, which was in like 3rd grade, something like that. 4th grade, I moved to California. And as long as I've known her, she's been like that. And talking to Isaiah and talking to, I said his name, my bad, gang. But talking to their family, she's always been like that from the womb. So it's like, what do you tell a person like that? Like, oh no, you lost your womanhood. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, she's still very much a woman, and nothing traumatic happened to her for her to be like that. I just believe that there's many different orientations, bro. That might sound politically correct, or that might sound like I'm trying to be woke or whatever you want to call it, but to ignore it is ignorant to me. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe it comes from a place of insecurity. I don't know, to feel that, like, I don't know, bro. It just seemed, to me, it just seems strange. But again, I know people in the comments are gonna be flaming me. It is what it is. Y'all can say what y'all need to say. Get it off your chest. I highly recommend it, but be respectful, because you will get blocked. But anyway, that's it for the video, man. Like I said, leave a like. Thank you for watching until the end, man. And yeah, everybody have a great day, man. Peace. Stop the video. If you would, just consider following me on Instagram and Spotify. I got a goal. I'm trying to get to 2,000 monthly listeners. And after that, I'm trying to get to 5,000 monthly listeners. Y'all have been great, man. I really appreciate y'all.